Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for, thank you very much for joining me on your two bi-weekly reading. We're doing the 1st of May through to the 30th of May. We're going to go back to one of my trusted old decks, which is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Just going to move this out of the way. There we go. Yeah, which is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Okay. For your spiritual advice, we'll either use the Psychic Tarot of the Heart or the Psychic Tarot, both by John Holland. Okay. Okay, let's get shuffling, guys. Let's have a look. What's the energy around you over the next couple of weeks then? The Four of Swords. So, you know, it's an interesting one, the Four of Swords is. Sometimes with the Four of Swords, we're resigning ourselves to things. But also the Four of Swords is also about finding a resolution. It's about finding peace and, you know, it's about finding a sense of contentment and, you know, it's kind of about release and healing and that type of thing. The Four of Swords can represent illness. But for me, it depends on what type of Four of Swords I'm looking at, what picture is on the card. Is somebody ill on the card? To me, she looks like she's resigned. She looks like she's found peace. She looks like she's found resolution here with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can also, I think you're resigning yourself to something here, to be honest with you, Sagittarius, because she looks very resigned. So I feel that really the energy around you is really resignation. Not in a nasty way, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. It feels like it feels like you, sorry, Lord, I can't get my words out. It feels like you've found a conclusion. You've reached a conclusion no matter. What's influencing this? It's about a Seven of Swords. So what's influencing this is that this may be somebody that you didn't trust, because I feel that you guys have resigned yourself to something here, and it's influenced by the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords could be a person. This could be somebody who's been, you know, deceptive, for want of a better word, with the Seven of Swords energy showing here. It could also be a strategy, so you might have resigned yourself to a particular strategy that you need to take, but this could also be maybe that you're finally understanding and accepting, because the Four of Swords is also acceptance. Could also be withdrawing, possibly from somebody who's been deceptive. Maybe you're accepting something about this individual, Sagittarius. What's the root cause of all of this? I think there's an argument that took place here with the Page of Swords. Got all sword cards, which is interesting. When you get to, you know, a multitude of sword cards, Sagittarius, it's conflict. So for me, this looks like there was an argument perhaps that took place here with the Page of Swords energy showing here. And it feels like the argument with the Page of Swords energy, or something that was said. Usually the Page of Swords is an argumentative card, because somebody can be telling you to F off with that card, basically. So I think the root cause is an argument here with the Page of Swords energy, or there's some form of a truth that perhaps came out. Could have been also about an email. So some of you guys, it might be that you found some information here. So the root cause, it doesn't have to simply be an argument. It could be an information that came through. So it may be an email, a text message, something like that. But the root cause might be some information, I think, that you came upon, some of you guys, okay? And I feel that as a result of that, you've resigned yourself here, okay? You've resigned yourself to the truth. Perhaps I think somebody's not being honest. I think somebody hasn't been honest with you, and I think that you found out possibly via either gift of the gab, so somebody told you something, or it could be that you found an email or some information. I think you found some damning information. In the recent past, what have you experienced? I think that you've been spending a lot of time on your own. Some of you Sagittarians have. I think you've been spending a lot of time on your own. And it may be because this person's been kind of... I mean, the funny thing is, you know, we're on lockdown, so there's not a lot of running around that somebody can do. But it may be that if you live with someone, maybe they spend a lot of time on their own in a room with a computer, that type of thing. I think you found some information here. I think it's concerning somebody's either infidelity or they're not being honest with you. And I think that you've resigned yourself here. And I'm going to ask what you, because I don't think it's withdrawal, I think it's resignation. And I'm going to clarify what you've resigned yourself to, actually, because I think you've been spending time on your own. And this might be why you've kind of resigned yourself kind of to, it could be that the relationship is over. It could be that, you know, after this thing ends with lockdown, maybe you move out, maybe they move out, that type of thing. What is Sagittarius resigned itself to? What Sagittarius resigned itself to in one card? Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. Six of Swords, moving on. Some of you guys have resigned yourself to the idea that you're going to be moving on. I think that somebody's been, you know, deceptive. I think they've not been honest. I think you've probably found an email or something concerning that. And also you've been spending a lot of time on your own. You know, even if you live with them, you've been feeling very much on your own. How are you approaching everything, Sagittarius? Yeah, I just feel that you're approaching it with the Five of Coins. You've been feeling really upset. You've been feeling that this person's been pushing you out. You've been feeling really distant from this person. But also I feel that if you're approaching the situation from the viewpoint of a Five of Coins, or how the Five of Coins would approach things, I think that probably you've been pushing this person away, or you've been distancing yourself, I would say, with that Five of Coins from this person. But also, the word Five of Coins means outsider. So you may be approaching all of this situation from an emotionally detached position, because with the Five of Coins, it means the outsiders. It means that you're outside of something. So if you're approaching a situation from the outside, you're looking into the situation. So I feel that some of you guys have emotionally detached yourself so you can get a better kind of viewpoint of what's going on. Therefore, the most likely outcome will be of this situation. Yeah, I mean, some of you guys are going to kind of like say, well, that's it, I'm going to have to give up on this. Loss is going to be the most likely outcome of this situation. But I think, you know, it's not a bad reading, because for me, Sagittarius, it looks very much like you're in control to me. It looks very much, but it looks like you're going to have to, it looks like you're facing up to whatever the truth is of this individual. Coming in the latter stages then of the next 2 weeks, what have we got? The Two of Coins. So you may be kind of reconsidering things or even weighing things up with the Two of Coins. Or this person could be making an effort. Two of Coins can be doubling up on things. Where is this leading to? Where is this evolving to? The World. So the World can be the ending of the cycle. And the Ten of Cups, 2 cards representing the ending of a cycle. Okay, so this may be simply you weighing things up in the next couple of weeks. Maybe you're weighing up how you're going to be doing things. Right, how is this going to happen? I move out, how is this going to happen? You know, we've got this thing going on in the world right now, how is this going to happen? But I think that whatever it is that you're weighing up here with the Two of Coins energy, it's leading to this situation coming to a full-on end, I feel, with these cards, because the World and the Ten of Coins are the ending of cycle cards. What are your hopes or fears? I think that your hope would be to give this person a chance, perhaps to give them the benefit of the doubt. For some of you guys, it could be it's a money thing. Your hope would be to get a payout, especially if it's a, you know, if it's a marriage, that type of thing, or you've been with the person a long time. What's the overall outcome from the situation then, Sagittarius? Yeah, I'm getting you moving away from this individual. It may not be right now or even in the next couple of weeks, but it will be certainly after this thing, you know, comes to a halt that we're going through in the world right now. Soon as I see you leaving someone here, I see you moving away. And that is definitely you on the card, because the Eight of Wands is first deacon in Sagittarius. So that's definitely you on the card there. So I do see you moving away from this individual. Let's do this reading very quickly again. So the next 2 weeks, it really feels on the card, Sagittarius, that you guys with this Four of Swords have resigned yourself to moving on from a partner here. What's influencing this is that this person's been, you know, deceptive. They've not been telling the truth. I get the impression they're probably online. It could be other people, that type of thing. And I think that the root cause of this is the Page of Swords, either an argument or you found some information. And also I think that because you found, you know, you've been feeling, if you live with the person, they're not paying you much attention because they might provide for you, but, you know, financially, but emotionally, you're not getting much from them. So you've been feeling on your own, you know. If you live in separate places, they're probably not contacting you that much. Whatever the case might be, you might have found something via their social media, that type of thing. How you're approaching everything is from a outside perspective, the Five of Coins energy. So you're very much emotionally detaching yourself. I think really when I look at this spread, it almost feels like Sagittarius has just 100% had enough. The most likely outcome will therefore be, you know, an ending loss. You know, there's regrets here, but, you know, it's time to give this person up. I see you kind of trying to, with the Two of Coins, weigh up how you're going to go about doing things, how you're going to go about it. And I think for a lot of you guys, you'll be literally like in a really kind of close relationship with this person. You might live with them or you've been with them a while. But I feel that it will lead to the World and the Ten of Cups here, where I'm seeing the ending of the cycle. So whatever you're weighing up here with the Two of Coins, it's leading to, you know, this situation coming to an end. Your hope would be either, for some of you guys, give the person a chance, or Six of Coins energy. Perhaps if you've been with them a while, they pay for everything. Maybe it's your married partner or something like that, or your long-term partner. They pay for everything. You're in the lap of luxury here in the recent past. You're on your own, but you've got everything you need. Your hope would be, well, I hope I get a payout. I hope I get some compensation, some recompense from them. But where everything is leading to, I think that I'm seeing you guys, and this is definitely you on the card, as I said, first evening Sagittarius, I see you guys moving on from this individual, okay? So I'm seeing moving on from a person here. I think you've just kind of come to know that this is someone that you just cannot trust. There's no trust in the situation anymore, which is why we're not getting really in that many cup cards. I mean, there is a bit of upset here. Yes, there is. With that Five of Cups being the most likely outcome, you know, that you are feeling upset, but you're going to have to kind of, you know, just surrender and let it go. But I think that looking at the swords as well, the swords being cards that represent analysis as well, and you guys have really kind of analysed things, and you've resigned yourself and you said, yeah, I've got to move on here. You know, this person's got some underhanded tactics, they've been cheating, or they've been, you know, there's been deceptiveness here, that type of thing. And I found all this information, and you know, in those cards, just in those cards there's a lot of analysis, I think, that's been going on for some of you Saggies. And also with that Five of Coins being that you've been approaching everything from an outside perspective, so you're not kind of approaching this situation from a perspective of, say, I don't know, an Ace of Cups reversed, or a Two of Cups reversed, where you're still very emotionally connected to it. You're approaching it like a private eye would approach it. No emotional investment in it. You're just looking at the facts for what it is. So the good thing is that I think that you just come to a point where enough is enough, and the evidence is really built up concerning this person. And I think that after we've kind of finished, or even, you know, if you don't live with the person right now, it's just easier to leave this individual here, to move forward and to move on. If you live with the person, then you'll be making those plans, because for you it's already done. The situation's already done already. You're done, you're dusted, you're finished with it. And it's just a matter of time after we're done with what we're going through now, before you guys just decide to move on. Let's have a look at what the advice is through the John Holland Oracle deck. What's the advice for Sagittarius on this reading? What's the advice for Sagittarius on this reading? So awareness. Okay, I think this might be the Fool card. Awareness. Okay, emotional withdrawal. Okay, so awareness brings emotional withdrawal, and that's what I was talking about, wasn't it? That it felt to me, and the emotional withdrawal, I think this might be the Cup card, the Eight of Cups, but there's an awareness, or there's a knowledge, or there's a knowing that one has to emotionally withdraw. I think that actually this might be the Magician card, I think. I'm not sure. I think the ones in black are the Mages, but it doesn't matter, because I think awareness brings emotional, and I think there is an awareness here that there has to be an emotional withdrawal, or it has brought emotional withdrawal. And it makes sense with what I've been saying, that I didn't see much emotional attachment to the decision any longer. You've reached that place where you're saying, you know what, actually I am kind of done on this, so it's time to kind of move on. So fair play to you, Sagittarius. All right, that is your reading for the next 2 weeks. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order your own private reading, just click on the link in the comment section or the end screen. Take care. Bye-bye.